Hello everyone, welcome to the second devlog of our anime-style farming sim adventure game, Project SkyFarm. Today we'll show you a few things that we worked on this month, such as level blockouts, concept art for the player house exterior, and the work-in-progress concept of the magical doorway, the Celestial Gate. So without further ado, let's get started. This month, we started the development of Expedition, which is the adventuring portion of our game. In the Expedition, players can collect rare resources and discover plants that they may not be able to obtain on the Sky Island or the store, as long as they can make it back to the Sky Island within the time limit. We used the Mineshaft gameplay from the farming sim game genre as a foundation and hope to create a more elevated experience from it, as we didn't want to stray away from the genre too far. When the player interacts with the level or defeat an enemy, a guiding light may spawn and lead the player to the next level. We've also considered branching paths or secret maps that player can discover if they take a specific route. We'll be able to cover more on that in a later devlog. After finalizing some paper design, breaking down tasks, and setting up a high-level schedule for ourselves in the next few months, we started creating a blockout for our first expedition level. This will serve as the playground for our expedition functionalities in the future. For the level design, we are going with a Monster Hunter-like layout, with several encounter spaces connected by transitional paths. This allows us to separate gameplay heavy areas from each other to allow better level streaming and performance optimization. It also makes it clear for the player to understand that they might be entering a different encounter as they traverse to the next area. Speaking of encounters, they are basically an event or map setup that the player will run into in each of the large clearing in the map. One randomly chosen encounters will spawn in each of these spaces, containing elements ranging between resources, enemies, ambush, treasure, power-ups, and more. For the environment, we try to add a little bit of identity to each of the area to make it easier for players to orient themselves, such as lake, cave path, ruin, and more. By adding a whole new map with a different gameplay, it also introduced a few bugs that we have to fix, like our stone here that kind of become a rock geyser. As for the player character, we added a few placeholder animation to help us figure out the timing a little more. We also added a backpack blockout, which will be automatically equipped when the player enters the land below. On the backpack, it provides the user some useful information. Some of our current ideas include the lantern, which provides the player hints on how much time they have left in the land below before they collapse. Green means they have plenty of time, yellow means there's 3 hours left, and red means there's only 1 hour left. Amber's lunchbox, which is a single time use super heal, along with some special buff that the player can select before they go on an expedition. The camping set, which allowed the player to camp out in the land below to extend the survival timer. And gadget, which is something the player can equip that either allow the player to collect special resources or gain special advantage in the land below. The example we have here is a water canister that the player can use to collect mana-infused water, which serve as a power-up water that you can use to water your plant. On the art front, we took a first pass at the 3D concept for the player's house exterior. Following the farming sim formula, the player's house can be upgraded throughout the gameplay, but for the vertical slides, we thought starting at level 2 house should be the right size for now. This exploration gives us a brief idea on how architecture would look on the island, but we might tweak a few things when we design the building interior. We took some reference from some of the Miyazaki films and went with this European cottage look with some climbing foliages. We also played with the idea of having a stained glass on the building, but we will see how it works out when we implement it in the game. The other concept we started working on is the Celestial Gate. This is the gate that the player used to travel between the Sky Island and the land below. We didn't want to go with the stereotypical freestanding gateway like Stargates, so we tried a couple other ideas, like a pool that player can jump into, or a portal that comes out of the pond. Our favorite one so far is a giant stone monument that's slowly being taken over by a tree. When the gate is activated, the monument disintegrates into a portal that will take the player to the land below. Other than the tree, we're also playing with the idea of a burial ground / memorial site kind of look. Around the gate are monuments with rope tied to them, symbolizing as a beacon that guide the spirit of the adventurers that lost their life in the land below back to their home in the sky. It's still a work in progress, but which one is your favorite one so far? We'd love to hear in the comment section below. We hope you like what we showed you this month. If you have any feedback or ideas, please let us know in the comments. Again, we're still looking for these people to work with us, so if you have Unreal knowledge and would like to help out, please contact us. That's it. I guess we will see you next month. Bye!